Welcome back. So, yes, I'm back. I am, wow, having a really interesting day today. It's been a very interesting day, and it's been, for lack of a better word, just encouraging, right? Releasing. It feels like surreal. It's like something restarted, a rebirth of something. Maybe it's a rebirth of intentions. Something is new. Something is I don't know. But that's what those are the feelings. Those are the words associated with what I'm feeling for you, Aries. When I meditated today, that's the feeling that I was getting for you. Um, a rebirth, something new on the horizon, something exciting. Maybe it's a new way of you, the way you see yourself. Maybe it's you taking off the rose-colored glasses and seeing things for what they are, seeing people for what they are, and there's something liberating in that. So, okay. Aries, in January 2020, what's coming for you is liberation. It's a release of something. It's a release of a mindset. It's a release of a thought. It's a new way of thinking. It's a new way of believing. It's an adjustment. But however and whatever you want to call it, it feels renewed to you. So let us go ahead and pull cards and see, what that is, what that energy. Well, obviously, I already know what the energy is, right? We already know what the energy is, but what has been the catalyst for it? January or the year of 2020 already is about solidifying stability for a lot of people who have been in flux, a lot of different a collective of people who have been in flux in their life, in their thoughts, in their family, in their finances. With 2020 comes grounding. With 2020 for you, Aries, comes renewal. Actively living out a different lifetime. Maybe you're on your fifth lifetime and you now are aware of the fact that you are in a different lifetime. Maybe a burden has been released. Maybe you've dealt with some thing that you didn't want to deal with, something that had to do with your heart. Maybe your family, maybe, I don't know, maybe a billion things, maybe a billion things, maybe. But ultimately, you know what, guys, I thank you for being here. I thank you for being here and listening to me ramble. And oddly enough, I do believe that a lot of the things that I am early. I will say that. When I do get things, I get them very early. So just be prepared. Okay, just be prepared for what is to come in January for you. So let's look at what we have here. Somebody has options. Somebody's getting a word of having options. Releases. Oh, okay. All right, Aries, look. And you got the Tower, but it's upside down. So this is coming after. I don't read cards in reverse, really. I mean, not that I don't read cards in reverse. I do read cards in reverse, but it doesn't have to look like that for me to understand what the meaning is, okay? All right. Aries. Wow, okay. In your recent past, you were feeling very burdened, like something was very heavy on you, and it was causing you almost to stop dreaming, to stop experiencing or manifesting new things for yourself. You know, it stopped you from it. You were dealing in too much reality. Let's just say that. And with you having to do with so much reality, it stopped you from dreaming or having the ability to dream, right? But what it shows me coming up is that you got some clarity happening here, Queen of Swords. This is a person, or this is the energy of a person that cuts away at the bullshit. This is a person who is going with intent to find the answers, to find clarity. She's not with the bullshit. She is with, you know, things being in its right way. You know, and the things that don't work, they do not work. They do not work. Okay? So what I'm seeing for you, Aries, is in your most recent past is that you felt like you were burdened with the inability of change, with an inability of dreaming, with the inability of having your creative spark lit. You know, you were burdened with the feeling of like not stuck, but just like heaviness. You know, stuck in your head with the feeling of like not being able to move on, being trapped almost, like not having the ability to move on. Okay. And what you have now, Spirit is bringing you partnerships of some sort. There's something that you are meant to create. There's something that you're meant to bring to fruition. There's something that is only going to get here by way of you. But, or should I say and? The feeling of being stagnant has stopped you from creating that thing, right? You need to get out and about. You need to get out and get the energy of others so that it could almost like restart your engines, if that makes any sense, right? Or renewed you. Or have you been getting out? Oh, okay. All right. No, wait. Let me go back. You have been now, recently, you've been getting out. And you're having those engines restarted. And you're finding that it's others that's helping you to spark it. Where before you probably were leaning on your own understanding, you know? But now you notice that it's the connection with others, Six of Pentacles, the connection of others, balance, you know? That's helping you to like call in all this creative energy again, you know, to get back to a place of like stability, solid ground, you know, able to now help, you know, bring something forward, create, step out of the box, do something different. You have the energy to do so now, because before it was feeling a little heavy. You know, what I'm seeing here very interestingly is this, okay? Your season of pause that you came out of was spirit driven. It was a tower moment for you. So if we don't, if you're new to tarot in any way or form, let me explain what tarot is to me. I'm okay. Me personally, I'm okay with seeing the spirit or the tower card. Right? Why? Because it helps me, and I know that it'll get me that happening to me, or that being there, spirit driven, is to help get me out of my own way. It's to help break down structures that are not built on, it was something that wasn't built on a solid ground anyway, so which is why I was able to come down. But having that structure removed, and these are people, these are places, these are things removed from our lives, so that we're able to rebuild and have a redirection, if that makes any sense. And spirit is coming in and he's saying, look, this doesn't work for you anymore. And if you won't get out your own way, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. And sometimes it can come by ways of a job loss. You know, if you were in a job that you and not for nothing, this is not for everyone, right? Because not everyone is on the same spiritual path, spiritual journey, doesn't have a connection with God, so a spirit, the universe, right? So this is not for everyone. But for that Aries that I'm speaking to, you know that this happens to be about you. You are connected to God, so a spirit, the universe. You are a master manifester, or at least you have been in the past. What spirit has done for you recently and it's almost like the saying when people say, do what you're told, because if God has to come in and do it for you, you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it. So this to me is saying that maybe you've been a little hard-headed when it came to things that you were supposed to be doing, or maybe you got a little comfortable, and in your comfortability, nothing's wrong with it, but you were growing and changing. And sometimes you grow out of people, places, and things. And when you grow and change, you grow out of people, places, and things, but you refuse to remove yourself. And your call is a lot higher than the normal person. God, source, spirit, energy comes in and they help you to move forward. They help you to get on your path, right? So recently you have been able, or something shook your foundation. I don't know, I'm not gonna say something, but you had a shake in the foundation, something scary. The tower is associated with loss sometimes, and a period of rest that happens after. But you're out of this now, right? You're renewed in this. You get to look at things differently. You are stepping into another lifetime, if that makes any sense. Things are looking different to you. You can no longer wake up and have the same perspective you had yesterday, because you know it not to be true. Because your higher self is saying that this no longer works for me. These people, places, and things, I have to do something different, because my path is associated with that thing, whatever that thing is, and only you know what it is. But you're coming from a place of being having a lot at your fingertips. You're coming from a place of being able to, in real time, choose and manifest the life that you want for yourself, your family, and then having it pull from beneath you. Because even in your growth, you were refusing to move forward. You were growing, but you were refusing to take additional steps. Sometimes when you get too familiar with the known, the unknown is the way to go. Growth isn't a option, right? It's a necessary. And this is not for everyone, right? This is not for everyone, meaning that everyone doesn't have the same calling on their lives that some others do. And when you have a calling on your lives to do, create, to move, to grow, to help inspire, to help lead, to help encourage others, you don't have the option to whether or not you want to grow. Okay? Because your life has a calling on it. You don't have the option to be still, if that makes any sense, because what's coming through you is there to help the many, a multitude of others. So you cannot afford to sit still. And so that's what Spirit is here to tell you today. The feeling of renewal is there on purpose after being shook down to your core. Don't miss the opportunity to step into what is here for you now. Okay? It's probably harder to get your footing at this moment because God came in and, did what he did. But you have to believe that there's light after, or the path that you are meant to walk on. This is still in your best interest. Okay? So with me meditating, I can't even, you're going to meet your soul family. You're going to meet the people who are here to help you along with this. They're coming. You feel probably a little left out of the situation right now because of the tower moment, but just know that you're not in this alone, and that period of burden is over. The messages are coming, they are flowing. This path that you're walking on is not meant to be walked alone, right? So there are people here to assist you along the way, Aries. They are your soul family, and you're meeting them. You're meeting them like right now, okay? I guess in a couple ways, looking for clarity and finding out where you needed to go next was important to you, but it doesn't matter. I guess what I want to say is it doesn't matter what you think. You don't have a choice in this, and that's when you're called to something. You're called. That's just how it goes. So the areas that I'm speaking to, this is a difficult path. This is a difficult road, but it's yours, right? And you're meant to bring something forward, and it's only for you to do it. And we can't wait for you to get it together and gather your corners. We can't wait, and Spirit can't wait, and God can't wait, which is why you've been nudged. This is more than a nudge. When the tower happens, it's that's a reset. Okay? But I think you got the message recently. You got the message, and I feel like after meditating, I felt empowered. And so that's what I think is happening to you in the moment. So let's pull a card from Spirit Source God, your spirit guides, my spirit guides, and ask for direction here. And for this, I think I want to use the guidance, and we're going to use this deck here, this oracle deck. Wow, this is actually deep. My energy in the beginning of it started as feeling excited for you. Not excited, no, maybe excited is a bad word. Renewed, like I said, like I've learned something. And now I feel the urgency of you getting your act together. I feel the urgency of whatever it is that you're here to bring forward needs to happen. There are people waiting to hear, or there are people specific with ears tuned in to only you, that if you are quiet, they're not called to action, right? And then that's where we are. So, whew, it's a lot. All right. So your oracle message from Spirit Source God is 1111. Messages in the numbers. It's a beautiful card. 1111. I really hope that this message resonates with someone, because this is deep to me. It really is very deep to me. What number card is it? It's the 11 card. I don't know why I asked that question again. This is deep to me. So whoever this message is for, I'm praying that you get this message. Okay. because these things are not happening to you, they're happening for you. So even though you feel like maybe the burden of it, there's a reason for it. Number one. All right, I'm gonna read a little of this. There's a lot. And it's called the Lightworker Oracle book by guidebook by Alana Fairchild. So that you can read into it if you like. But I'm going to just go through with it. 1111 normally signifies partnership. That's definitely a spiritual number to me. That's like, it's forget it. Anyway, the universe is speaking to you through numbers. From 1111 on your phone to the repeating number patterns that catch your eye, information is being transmitted from the creative universal intelligence into your cellular awareness. You may feel energetic healing as you receive the transmissions of number frequencies. Numbers are energetic medicine. They are particular frequencies in a universal language of love that helps to heal and guide you. There are no negative numbers. Healing vibrations of numbers are working for your soul now. Which numbers do you notice the most often at this time? I'm going to jump ahead to the bottom line, right? Whew. I want to read this. I just definitely feel like even with me reading it, it's not, you need to read this. But it's breaking down numbers, right? And the number that was meant for you was 11, 11, 11 or 111. So I'm going to say to you to think about what January 11th will bring. The 111 portal, like being able to step through that, and the growth and the it's huge. So I'm going to read the breakdown of the frequency for the number one. It's saying the frequency of the number one is about beginnings, taking the initiative, believing in yourself, and accepting a leadership role in which you step ahead of the curve, beyond the consciousness of those around you, to guide the human race forward into love. This is your path, specifically yours, Aries. And that tower moment was a moment to help shake you up, open your eyes, give you a new beginning, a new start. But keep in mind that the month of January being the first month of the year 2020 is not just significant to it being 2020, but it's hugely going to be significant to you on the 11th. Okay? So I want to be nosy, I guess, and know what that looks like for you. If this doesn't resonate for you, Aries, I'm sorry. This is probably very specific to an Aries. But this is a soul's call, and your tribe is here waiting for you. So whenever you're ready, we're ready, okay? I hope that resonates for someone, and it's a lot deeper now that I'm in it. I feel it very deep. The calling is deep, and it's extraordinary for me. So I'm gonna let that go here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you again. Thanks.